Now, I think you should theme the party around legal sex.
Hello.
You alright, sweetheart?
Yeah.
What seems to be the trouble?
Well, I'm going to have a 16th party, well, hopefully.
16th party? You've had 15 up till now. Do you have one every year?
No, I only had one last year.
Right, but you are 16 years of age.
Going to be in February, but I want ideas.
I suppose you're 16, you can't really drink booze yet, or any drugs, because that's illegal. 16, right, now you will be legally allowed to have sexual partners. Now, I think you should theme the party around legal sex. Why don't you have it themed around vampires? Because I suppose what you really want to do is heighten the mood of, like, you're 16, you're still essentially a child, but you're coming of age. I think you want to heighten the mood of danger. So dress as say it's a vampire themed party. Why not? February.
No, a masked ball.
Masked ball, like
That's
in oh, hold on, a Venetian masked ball. That's a good idea, Matt. In its way, erotic, but in a suppressed, suitable way for a 16-year-old girl. Russell, you should go at the vegan girl. She sounds fit. There's another person. You've got to go. I can't do that. Can you imagine how it would look? Russell Brand uses his radio show to recruit sexual partners. Can you imagine how that'd play out in the tabloids, Matt? Can you imagine it?
Terrible, I know.
Awful business.
Can't imagine that situation ever occurring.
Ever, under any circumstances.
Telly, though, that's different.
Telly's fine. That's a very cheap disposable medium. There, what are you going to do with them?
Well, there you have it, guys. Some leaked clips by Channel 4 Dispatches. They just put them online a few hours ago from Russell Brand's Radio 2 show. And in those two clips there, you can clearly hear the person calling in is turning 16, and he is suggesting to her a party themed along a sexual theme. So even though he admits out loud on air that technically you're still a girl, you're still a child, he seems okay with this idea of suggesting this theme for her party. Now, I appreciate he's a comedian, he's a bit of a shock jock on Radio 2, he's trying to get a reaction from the caller and from his audience, but at the same time I think there's doing that with someone who is middle-aged, or let's say age 25 and above, and then there's doing that with someone who's age 15 about to go 16. And I think that is inappropriate. Really inappropriate. And doing it on air, it's kind of mind-boggling when you hear it now, and you think, when you watch the documentary and realise that according to that woman, he had a relationship with her when she was 16, allegedly. So if this is how he saw it, no wonder he was able to justify the relationship he had with her. And if you're wondering what his policy was about women, here it is.
That's the policy I use for women.
Yeah.
Hello, there's a woman.
Yeah, right.
Let's not get bogged down in things like age, race, or whether or not they're awake. Just get over there and give them the night of their lives.
So there we go, another admission that his policy with women is, who cares if they're this, that, or even awake? Just give them the night of their lives. Yeah. Right. Forget about what they may want. But never mind. You know, I've saved, you can't really use the term best for last in a situation like this, but perhaps for me the most concerning clip is the last one coming up now, in which Russell Brand is talking to fellow creep Tim Westwood. Now, if you know anything about Tim Westwood, you'll know that he has been accused by multiple women of sexual assault and the R word, and there's been, I believe, more than one documentary made about him, but thus far he has no convictions, and he is currently hiding, I think, in West Africa, is the best way to put it. Who knows what women he's preying on in West Africa, I dread to think. But it won't be long before he is, I believe, rounded up and brought to justice for his alleged crimes. But here he is, talking to Russell Brand.
You're just hitting a better class of girl right now, so you don't need to call me to hook you up.
Tim Westwood, I never looked at you as a pimp in a literal sense.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you used to come to my parties and do the crazy frog on stage and catch girls, man.
And we all know what they say, eh? Birds of a feather flock together. And there we have it. More stuff about Russell Brand, which I know some of you will write underneath and say, this proves nothing. He was just joking around, etc., etc. But I believe that from your heart your mouth speaks. In fact, that's actually in the Bible. That's what Jesus said. So if it's in your heart, it'll come out one way or another. Many a true word spoken in jest, etc. And I think there is less comedy to this and more actual truth than we think.